What is up, my special me brothers and sisters? I've got another quick review that I want to go ahead and do. It's Frieza from the Namek Saga from S.H.Figuarts. I can't wait to bust him out of the package and get started with him. I know a lot of you guys have already seen the reviews of him, but like I said, I'm just doing my iteration and review on him. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Frieza party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride.
Okay guys, here is my boy Frieza out of the box and onto the rotating stand from the Namek Saga. My dude is looking crisp and he is looking really tall. It's been a minute since I've actually reviewed somebody this tall. And I think, in my opinion, they did say already when they first revealed him, like, I forget what event it was, but we all tuned in to the, the live that they did either on Instagram or was it no, I think it was Instagram. And he was just really tall. They even had said that, oh, he was going to be the bigger, like the most tallest figure release that they did besides Purunga, the actual dragon from the Namek Saga, or from Planet Namek, I should say. But this dude, like, they meant what they said, that this dude is tall. My dude has the height. If my dude could play for basketball, I mean, my dude would have the dunks, man. I mean, he would dunk on every one because my dude's got it. And not to mention that tail that is so long, like, it's hard to kind of get him like all in the frame without having to compromise like some of the video aspects of it. But look, my dude's tail just like drips down to the floor. Dude's got a snake for a tail without the mouth, but the colors on him look really good. I wish they kind of did a little bit more shading on what is it called, on the yellow parts right there. But I mean, you kind of get what you could get when you purchase these figures. But yeah, my dude just looks, he looks nice. Like, all in all, my dude looks crisp. Nothing to really complain about him. If there was only thing I can really complain is that he's not top heavy. If you kind of, if you kind of cut off the tail, because you can take this tail apart and kind of plug it in with another piece that I'll show you in the accessory segment of the video, you'll see that he does get a little, I would say, front heavy, and he'll kind of tend to want to tip over. At least that's what I can see. But I mean, it happened to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys are able to manipulate it better and have him posing better. One other gripe that I will kind of get into later on when we do the articulation part is that his shoulder pads. We have a good amount to talk about the shoulder pads. You guys know how I feel about the shoulder pads from the other releases that have armor. But with the release of Turles, I'm glad that they kind of gave us that same articulated armor that we got with Dragon Ball Super Broly. So that's really cool. This, I thought it was going to be like, what's his name? His brother. Oh, Cooler. How could I forget about him? I thought it was going to be just like his brother Cooler, but they did something different. And if you think about it, in the anime, his whole, I don't even know if you want to call it armor. I guess it's a piece of his skin, but yeah, it's like an exo armor. I guess like a turtle, how it has a shell. But his shoulder pieces are like one whole piece. They're not into individual pieces. It's like one whole thing. So I can see where bringing the arm across the chest, or even trying to do any cross arms, I could see how that would kind of pose a little bit of difficulty when trying to make this figure and give him articulation. But they made it work. I do like it. It's a lot better than the other figures like Ginyu. That was just a sorry figure that had sorry articulation for the armor, the shoulder plates. Raccoon, Birder, all of them, Jace, like, I did not care for their armor. I wish they kind of redid them like Dragon Ball Super Broly or Turles. But you all know my gripes on that. So let's get him off of the rotating stand and take a better look at his articulation. Let's get it. Okay, when it comes to this dude's articulation, of course, let me see if I can get him to come up just a little bit more, because this dude is so tall I can't even like lift him and hold him. I have to just have him on his feet while we're reviewing this dude. I'm telling you, this dude is tall. I'll do some size comparisons with everybody from the Namek saga and from his first form part, and you'll see just how tall this guy is. I know a lot of you guys have already seen the review, but this is my lazy review of him, so let's get into it. So he's able to look back about this much, able to look forward. Check that out. My dude's able to look on the ground and check out the pennies because he needs to buy himself a new ride for him to sit in. So that's really dope. Okay, see everything, nice detail and everything that he has. Even the horns right here, they're pretty pointy, as you can see right there. No gaps whatsoever. He can do side to side, no problem. Let's see. Moving on down to the infamous shoulders. So that's how it looks from the back and the front. So the interesting thing about this is that I thought it was going to be like his brother Cooler's articulation when it comes to the shoulder. I thought when you brung this arm in, you see the butterfly joint right there in the back. I thought when you brung that in, this in return would slip inside of here, but you can see it doesn't allow for that. So when I was looking at it, and mind you, I don't really look at other reviews, I just kind of do my own. I mean, I don't really have a per se, like I don't really draw inspiration per se to anybody or any other I know there's a lot of like, you know, other big YouTubers out there that kind of do their own thing, but I mean, like I said, I don't really watch other reviews for that. I don't really get nothing out of it. So when it comes to that, you can't even put this on the inside. Look, as well as over here, you can't even bring it out. But if you kind of bring this butterfly joint out, they made it work to where you can lift this up and it's right there on a hinge right there in the middle. So in return, when you want to do a cross arm, you can, but this is how it's going to look. Kind of looks good from the side, but it kind of looks wonky from the back part of it. So I mean, it still works. Like I said, it still works. It's better than what they kind of gave us with all the other like Scouter Vegetas and what is it, the Ginyu Force. So not that bad. I mean, you lift your arm out, it's gonna come out really good, but like I said, you get that butterfly, you introduce that butterfly joint, and it's gonna want to do some crazy things right there. I mean, there's no gap, so I'm glad that they included the mold right there. So nothing too crazy. All right, let's see, bicep swivel right here. We already know we got those. Pretty standard, 90 degrees right there. This is the part where I was talking about I wish they kind of had more shading, but that's fine. Wrist peg right here, standard 360, nothing too crazy. Moving on down to his upper chest piece. So let's see if I can lower this down. So for his chest piece, he has two parts right here. So you're gonna be able to lift this up pretty good, and he does go, let me see, he does go side to side, but it's not that much. And then you have this piece that kind of like bends as well, because when you bring it down, let's see, that's as far as he can go down with the top part of it. This part kind of goes over the indentation, but if you bring it up again, you can see where it's supposed to. Oh no, did I just scratch it? Oh, some of the paint just came off right, I guess on the back side, but that's fine. As long as it doesn't happen to the front side and I can still scrape it off, I am fine with that. So you see right here, this indentation, that's for this piece to kind of rest on there. So if you want to bring it back, and like I said, it can go side to side a little bit, not too much. And then this bottom part, oops, this bottom part right here allows for you to get even better range in motion. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you see right there, my dude has a pretty good ab crunch. Let's see, he can go back pretty good as well. Like my dude is just dodging bullets like Neo from the Matrix. Real slight, nothing too crazy. As you can see, looks down pretty well. And oh yeah, this bottom piece right here allows him to kind of twist and turn as well. He can only twist maybe about, I would say, not even a quarter circle. Maybe like a 16th of a quarter circle. Let's see. He doesn't even do it halfway. So it's probably like a fourth of the way through. Okay, moving on down to the legs. So when it comes to legs, let's see. He can lift up about this high, which is pretty standard, pretty good. Let's see. He can't. Let me see. Come on, Frieza. Yeah, he can't do the splits. He can only do it this far. We have a thigh swivel right here, which is nice. You can lift this up, bends right here at the knee, and then we have some toe articulation, which can go all the way down and not so far up. Just it almost makes it look like it's straight. And then we have the swivel right here. No boot cut right here, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it. Oh, I almost forgot to go about the tail articulation. So the tail is divided up into two pieces right here. So you're able to put this down as much as you want and then lift this up a pretty good ways. And then there's still articulation right here. So what I mean when I say like it's divided up into two pieces is that there's actually articulation on 3 spots, but it's divided right here and right here. So you can take this off and you can take this off. I'm pretty sure you can take this purple piece off, but it came like that in the packaging. And of course it allows you for some articulation, and it can swivel. All 3 parts can swivel. So that's nice. See right there? And that is my boy Frieza's articulation. Let's just go ahead and see what my boy has to offer with the accessories. Let's get it. Okay, when it comes to the Homeboy's accessories, we are going to start from head to toe like we always do. So right here, I have the Homeboy's headpiece. Let me see if I can level that out. Okay. So looks nice. This is another head sculpt right here. So this in return is more for his facial expressions. So right now what he has is kind of more neutral faces for when he's just smiling or when he's just smiling or just has like a neutral pose. But this headpiece is more for like his, like I said, his facial expressions, because I guess how this is right here, this piece, it's kind of grooved in better to show more of his eyebrows. Since he doesn't have eyebrows, it's just the mold, more of it kind of expressed, so he has a more expressed feeling, or yeah, he shows more expression on that. So this is with his mouth kind of open, like as if he just like killed somebody and he's happy about it. And then he has this other facial expression for this head sculpt. Let's see, just plug that in. Look, no problem. So this is for when he's teeth gritting. I don't know if you want to make it look like he got hit from Piccolo slash nail, but yeah, looks good right there. And then we have the final headpiece right here. This comes like straight out of the box. So this is kind of like his neutral, kind of like dead stare at you, or you can make it look like he's about to, you know, hit you with some eye beams, whatever the case may be. But this is for the headpiece that comes on him already. I just had swapped him out for the smiling, kind of smirking off to the, I think it's to the left. I think actually he's just smiling. But yeah, this headpiece goes on that. So you have two different headpieces for whatever facial expression you want to put on. Next is his hands. So he has a pair of, let's see, he has a pair of just kind of like blast hands right here. I kind of wish that the hands itself, let me see. Yeah, I kind of wish the hands itself, the nails were a little bit longer, kind of like Piccolos and Demon Piccolos. I really love how the nails kind of stick out farther than the fingers. So I kind of wish they did that on Frieza, but now I can't remember if his nails did that in the anime. I can't remember if his black nails kind of like exceeded farther than his fingers, but let me know in the comment section below because I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, we got that. We got a pair, we got a pair of relaxed hands right here. And again, I wish they would have done the nails longer, but it's fine. So we got a pair of relaxed hands, or putting his hand on his neck to like crack his neck hand. I don't know. Use your imagination. And then last but not least, we have only one hand, or I should say, yeah, one hand of just him throwing up the peace sign or him chunking the deuce. Now I'm just playing. This is for when he said, oh, I still have, what did he say? I think he said I still have 2 more forms, or maybe this is my second form. I can't really remember what he said. Moving on to his foot pieces. Let's go. You get a pair of his foot pieces right here. So this is pretty cool. I like that they included this. It almost looks like maybe one of the Ninja Turtle hands from NECA. But no, this is actually pretty cool that they kind of did this with him. I thought they were only going to include one pair of feet, the one that already comes on him, but no, they included this. This is for when he could put his foot on a rock, or if he's floating, you know, he just has the feet just kind of dangling out, a little bit more expressive look. So yeah, you have that pair of that. And then last for the accessories is his tail plug right here for when he gets it chopped off from Krillin's Destructo disc. And in my opinion, like, Krillin should have just like went with what's his name, Thanos' advice, and he should have just aimed for the head. I don't know why my dude was like, he threw a Destructo disc out of nowhere and he thought it was just gonna cut his middle half. But my boy Frieza literally did like a alley-oop, and he did like a backflip or something, and it just like only chopped off his tail. And it was kind of a bummer. It was kind of a bummer that with him chopping off his tail, you really have him like this with his tail chopped off for the remainder of the battle until he changes into his final form. Because even with his, let's see, his third form, where he's like a Xeno alien type form, even with that form, he looks incomplete because his tail is chopped off. Hopefully when they release him, maybe somebody kind of, or maybe you can actually take this tail off and put it on the Xeno, or the third form of Frieza, hopefully, because like I said, he just kind of looks incomplete when it shows him and he's in his third form and his tail is chopped off. So that's it for the accessories. I'm going to put my dude in somewhat of a fire pose, put as much accessories as I can on him, and before I give my final thoughts, I'll do a size comparison, and then I will give my final thoughts. Let's get it. Okay, here is my boy Frieza with as much accessories as I can put on him. As you can see, I put on the blast hand. He doesn't really have much to put on him, but I put on the blast hand on his right hand, and I put on the closed fist just to kind of give him that I'm about to throw this blast at you. And then I have the facial expression headpiece also with him kind of gritting his teeth. So that's what he's got going on for him. I kind of want to reveal the other comparisons that I'm going to do with him, which is the little tykes right here, Gohan and Krillin. As you can see, they look pretty good in comparison with them. Frieza just towers them so much. Look how small these guys are compared to, oh, let me get Piccolo's hand out of there. But yeah, you can see right there that like they are just small. Goku's foot is in the shot, and Piccolo again, you are in the shot. But yeah, they just look really, really good overall. He only comes up to, or Gohan and Krillin only come up to the waist, but you can just see, man, check that out. Look how tall this guy towers them. It would take like 2 Krillins, maybe even 2 Gohans to even make up a full Frieza. That's just nuts right there, man. But yeah, that's the size comparison with the Namek Saga Krillin as well as the Namek Saga Gohan. I am going to put Piccolo in the mix real quick, so let's see how they stack up against each other. Okay, now this one isn't too bad. As you can see, you got Frieza on the left and Piccolo right there onto the right. I have the Piccolo from the, what is it called? The Piccolo from the Dragon Ball Superhero movie with the OG Piccolo, not the original OG, but the, what is it, the Proud Namekian Piccolo cape on him, as well as the headpiece, because I just like, I don't know, I like it better with him on it. So a little mix and match figure, but still gets the job done. So yeah, he scales pretty good with him. Nothing too crazy right there, as you can see. Looks all really nice. Last but not least, I'm going to scale him with another figure. Let's get it. And last but not least, I got the homeboy Goku. It's the demonical fit body from the martial artist. I forget the exact official name from him, but yeah, it's the one that we got the Ultra Instinct Omen head, as well as with the, I think it was like a Super Saiyan blue hair as well. But yeah, this is the figure that we got from them. I also do own the actual release from Tamashii Nation's Ultra Instinct Goku, but he was already out, so I put him on the rotating stand, and as you can see, he scales pretty well. He's right there up with Piccolo, even though Piccolo is just a tad bit taller, as he should be. But in the anime, like he just is right under Frieza. But in this, it looks like, man, it doesn't matter what kind of figure you put next to him, Frieza's just gonna tower over him. But yeah, to me, my final thoughts on this is that if you guys don't have him, he is definitely a must. Oh, I almost forgot to show you guys. This was kind of like in the way off to the side. But yeah, he comes with the 4-star Dragon Ball. Almost forgot to say that. He comes with a 4-star Dragon Ball. Very translucent. I wouldn't say translucent. It's kind of, I think this is for when the Dragon Balls are activated. You can see right there, it's very cloudy. And trying to make it look like it's like lighted up, has been lit up because they're summoning the dragon. But yeah, comes with a 4-star Dragon Ball. And if you guys don't already have him, like I said, I'd suggest you go out and get him. He is a definite cop. There is nothing bad about this. I had no QC issues. The only gripes I had was on the shoulder pads, but that's what we get. You know, I've already said it once, I've already said it twice. No need to beat a dead horse, right? So go ahead and get out and get him. All right, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Let me know in the comment section below if this guy is going to be a pass or grab. Major Piccolo shout out to everybody supporting the channel since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't.
Burn for plans tonight.